Two LEDs, two completely different ways to wire them. Mix them up and the light dies. This is how to wire LED lights. On screen is the finished diagram. Power in, and the LED lit up and glowing. There are really two worlds here. A mains LED fixture that wires just like an ordinary light, and a low-voltage strip that needs a driver and cares which way the current flows. Stay with me. Driver, polarity, parallel runs, dimming, every wire explained. Then we build one live in the browser. So start with the big fork in the road. Is your LED a mains fixture or a low-voltage one? A mains LED fixture runs straight off your house voltage. It wires exactly like a normal light. Line in, neutral out, earth for safety. All the clever electronics live inside the fixture. If that is you, the light switch video covers this wiring one-to-one. The other world is low voltage. LED strips, tape light, under cabinet bars, downlights fed from a box. These do not run on mains directly. They run on 12 or 24 volts of direct current. And that is where the driver comes in. A driver is the power supply that converts mains alternating current down to low voltage DC. Line, neutral, and earth go into the driver. A positive and a negative come out. So the main side of a low voltage LED looks like any appliance. The real wiring is everything after the driver. One rule up front. Every driver has a wattage rating. Add up the watts of the LEDs it feeds and keep the total under that number. Overload a driver and it runs hot, flickers, or dies early. Quick pause. The exact LED wiring diagram in this video is free to open in your browser at CircuitDiagramMaker.app. No install, no sign up. The link is in the description. Open it and follow along. Right, polarity. Now the part that trips people up. Direct current has a direction. On the low voltage side, one wire is positive, one is negative. An LED is a diode. Current only flows through it one way. Wire it backwards and nothing happens. No light. Sometimes no harm. Sometimes a dead strip. So match the marks. Plus on the driver goes to plus on the strip. Minus to minus. Almost every strip prints a little plus and minus, or give you a red and a black wire right on the pad. There are also two kinds of driver, and it helps to know what you have. A constant voltage driver holds a fixed voltage, 12 or 24 volts, and the strip is built for it. Most tape light is constant voltage. A constant current driver holds a fixed current instead. That is for high-power downlights and panels. You cannot swap one type for the other. Match the driver to what the LED asks for. Now the mistake that makes good LED strips look faulty. The far end goes dim. You wire a long strip from one end, and the last stretch glows weaker than the start. That is not a bad strip. That is voltage drop. The thin copper in the tape loses a little voltage over distance, and by the far end there is not enough left. The fix is parallel wiring. Instead of feeding one long run end to end, run fresh positive and negative wires from the driver to each section. Every run then sees the full voltage. The far end looks exactly like the near end. That is the difference between series and parallel. In series, LEDs share one path and the voltage divides between them. In parallel, each run gets the full supply. For low-voltage strips, you almost always want parallel runs back to the driver. So for a long install, split into sections and wire each section in parallel. Not one strip daisy-chained off into the distance. One more practical thing, dimming. LEDs do not dim like old bulbs. To put a mains LED fixture on a wall dimmer, you need an LED-rated dimmer, usually a trailing edge type. An old leading edge dimmer, built for incandescent bulbs, leaves LEDs flickering, buzzing, or dropping out at low brightness. There's a full dimmer video linked below. For low-voltage strips, you dim on the DC side instead, with a controller between the driver and the strip. And one safety line, because the driver's input is mains. The low-voltage side is gentle, the input side is not. This video explains the circuit and the diagram. For real installations, follow local electrical codes and use a qualified electrician. Now let us see it live in a browser. This is the free editor at CircuitDiagramMaker.app with a low-voltage LED circuit open. Follow it through. A supply on the left. a resistor to limit the current. Then the LED with a clear plus and minus for polarity and a return to ground. Every wire here is a real electrical connection, not just a drawing. Select any part, and its properties appear on the right. Real labels, real values. And you can build one from scratch. Search the library, a supply, a switch, a light, a ground. Click to place each one. Then press W for the wire tool, and click pin to pin. The wires route themselves at clean right angles. And here's the part one love. It actually simulates. Hit Simulate, choose DC operating point, and run it. The built-in engine solves the whole circuit and drops real numbers straight onto the diagram. Voltage on every node, current through every branch. Break the loop, and the numbers fall to 0. No current, no light. It is the fastest way to sanity check a diagram before you ever cut a strip or crimp a connector. So here's the whole thing, one more time. Mains LED fixtures wire like a normal light. Line, neutral, earth. Low voltage LEDs need a driver. Mains in, DC out. Match the voltage, match the polarity, and keep the watts under the driver's rating. And wire long strips as parallel runs, so the far end never goes dim. Want it to stick? Open the same LED circuit free in your browser, run the simulation, and rewire it until every number makes sense. The link is in the description. No install, no credit card. New to wiring? Watch the light switch and dimmer videos next. And subscribe for a new wiring diagram, explained every week. See you in the next one.